with head movement, the shit that Boots gonna be doing, all that head moving and sliding and tucking and moving on angles. And Boots, that's what Boots gonna attack is late. And Boots got power. He got major power, man. And there's spots where I see Xander, he just gets himself in some bad spots, man. He drops his hands a lot. I see too much exposure on that left side. Way too much exposure on that left side. He gonna have to keep that left hand glued to his face because that overhand right of Boots is lethal. It's lethal, man. And Boots turned that uppercut up the middle too, especially from the southpaw stance when Xander's leaning forward, man. Another lethal shot. But man, I see a lot of holes.
Bradley is now giving his take on the upcoming Jaron Ennis versus Xander Zayas showdown, and based on his comments, he does not believe this will be a competitive fight. He sees a clear difference between the two fighters and appears confident that Ennis has the skills, experience, and overall ability to control the matchup from start to finish.
He gets himself in a good rhythm, and he catch you at the mean sequence. He can.
In Bradley's view, this fight is all about the gap between good and great. Xander Zayas has talent, confidence, and the determination to make a statement in the biggest fight of his career, but Boots Ennis offers a higher level of speed, power, and ring experience. That is why Bradley feels so confident in his prediction. He is not simply choosing a winner. He believes that once Ennis settles into the fight and starts finding his timing, Zayas could quickly discover that he is sharing the ring with a fighter who is already performing at the sport's highest level.
And Xander's game, especially when you start to put that pressure on him. Yeah. He try to get out of dodge. He don't want nothing.
Bradley's confidence comes from the stylistic matchup more than the names involved. He sees Boots Ennis as a fighter with multiple weapons and the ability to adapt at any moment. Ennis can switch stances, vary his tempo, target different areas, and create openings from several angles while staying aggressive and in control. That versatility could create serious problems for Xander Zayas, who performs best when he can stay disciplined, follow his game plan, and gradually build momentum throughout the fight.
He don't like the heat like that. He like his space. His system requires distance. Can he fight a little bit inside? A little bit inside. It's not a specialty. Nah, he want to be able to work the combinations as you throwing shots. He looking for shots to be able to counter in between with, or he looking to start the action, boom, weave underneath shots, counter, boom, boom, and then he on to the next. He around that corner, right? He turned the corner.
Ennis has a way of making opponents look a step behind throughout the fight. Just when they think they have figured out one attack, another punch is already coming from a different direction. That is why Bradley's concern for Zayas carries weight. He believes talent alone may not be enough in this matchup because Ennis brings advantages in size, speed, sharpness, and experience at the highest level. Bradley's message is simple. Zayas is a gifted fighter, but he could be facing someone who is operating on an entirely different level. And as Bradley pointed out, Ennis is not just skilled, he has the power to hurt his opponents when the opportunity presents itself.
Hurt you. You get a little bit overzealous, and you start letting your hands go because your boots can be hit, and then all of a sudden, he's stepping back and he's shooting shots underneath. He catch you with you don't see. He can catch you with you don't see, man, and hurt you. So look, man, if this gonna be a stoppage, because I'm seeing a lot of people in the comment section talk about, Boots can stop him late, and I'm like, I don't know, but now I see it. I do see it late. Yeah, there's an opportunity for Boots, and Boots, he a dog, man. I'm telling you, this fight gonna boil down to who got more dog in him, man, for real. Because Xander was standing and fight. He was standing and fight. It's his nature, and he got his corner that's gonna try to reel his. Hey, man, keep boxing. What you doing? No.
For Boots Ennis, the challenge goes beyond simply winning the fight. The expectations surrounding him are enormous. Many believe he should dominate, stand out, and prove that Xander Zayas is not ready for his level. That kind of pressure can be just as difficult as facing an opponent in the ring. If Ennis wins but looks vulnerable, critics will raise questions. If he wins convincingly, many will see it as the expected result. That is why this fight means so much for him. It is not only about getting the victory, it is about delivering a performance that leaves no doubt that he belongs among boxing's elite.
Boots, he run out of ideas, and all Boots want to do is make it a street war. Like, you know what? It's going to be a street fight, me and you. I don't give I'm gonna take your best. You ain't gonna be able to take mine because I know my is hot and spicy for your. And he gonna just come and try to take your head off. And every shot he gonna be throwing is gonna be a death blow. So, hey, look, if there's gonna be a stoppage, it's gonna be late. It ain't gonna be early. It's gonna be late. Not unless it's like a flash knockdown or something. But nah, I see a late stoppage possibly for Boots. Or the
That is also what makes this matchup so compelling. Xander Zayas is not entering the ring without strengths of his own. He brings youth, focus, and a strong desire to prove himself on the biggest stage. He is fully aware that many people see him as the underdog, and that kind of criticism can have two very different effects. It can either create doubt and pressure, or it can motivate a fighter to rise to the occasion and deliver the best performance of his career. For Zayas, this fight is a chance to show that he belongs among the sport's top names.
see, Xander winning on the scorecards if he can stay up, on his feet late and win some of those back end rounds, man. But I'm telling Boots gonna come on strong as hell in the end, man, because he gonna need to. I think he might get outboxed and outmaneuvered early on, but I think he gonna have to turn into a straight up dog and try to dog walk Xander, man. And hopefully he doesn't just get picked to pieces as he's coming forward. I highly doubt that, man, but
Bradley also seemed to send a strong message about the size of the challenge facing Zayas. He never questioned Zayas' talent, but he made it clear that this could be a risky fight at this stage of his career. From Bradley's perspective, facing Boots Ennis is far more than a routine step-up in competition. It is the type of test where even a small mistake can be costly and quickly reveal the gap between a promising young contender and a fighter who is truly ready to compete at the highest level of the sport.
To Xander Zayas, in an interview, it's basically saying that, like, hey, the winner gets 55% of the purse. The loser gets 45% of the purse. So, like, some people say, oh, well, that's, he's a champion, he's this, he's that. Yeah, I get all of that. He's a champion, and, Xander's the champion, he deserves the bigger pot or whatever. But he didn't get the bigger pot. He got 50-50. He didn't get the bigger pot. He could have got the bigger pot if he believed in himself. Like Boots. Boots believes in himself. That's why Boots is saying 55-45. Let's go. What's happening? 55-45. You wanted this? Let's go then. 55-45.
That is why Bradley's comments carry so much weight. Even after recognizing Zayas' confidence, talent, and recent success, he still believes those qualities may not be enough once Boots Ennis begins to take control of the fight. Bradley's view is that Ennis offers much more than speed. He is powerful, unpredictable, and extremely difficult to handle when he finds his rhythm. As a result, Bradley sees this matchup as a major risk for Zayas. A victory would instantly change his career and make him one of boxing's biggest stories, but a one-sided loss could slow the momentum his team has worked hard to build. In Bradley's eyes, this fight has the potential to either launch Zayas to a new level or become a tough setback in his development.
Is on beast mode, savage mode, different body of energy. Oh, he about to show up and show the. Oh, Boots about to show up and show the hell out, people. I'm sorry, he is. Every level of the mental, he unlocked everything he needed to know yesterday at the press. I'm serious. From that alone, he dominated the press conference. From that alone, 55-45, dominated the press conference. Then he said, put a wager on it then. Dominated that, right? Then he calls him out on his weight. You know Xander Zayas with, man, his head, big ass catfish head, huge. Now, let's go here. He growing. He 23 years old. He growing. I get it. The boy is 6 foot, growing. The boy love to eat. You love to eat. My man lives, seriously, them sticky toys that you can empower. Man, somebody make a damn toy for Xander Zayas. Bam, stick his lips right on it.
Bradley also highlighted Ennis' experience, which made his argument even more convincing. He pointed out that Boots has already competed on major stages, handled high expectations, and faced opponents with different strategies designed to disrupt his game. For Bradley, experience is not just about the number of fights a boxer has, it is about knowing how to react when things do not go according to plan. Ennis has dealt with a wide range of styles, pacing, and pressure situations, giving him the ability to stay composed and make adjustments during a fight. Whether an opponent tries to move, clinch, counter, or apply pressure, Boots has seen it before and knows how to respond. That is why Bradley believes experience could play a major role in this matchup. While Zayas has plenty of talent and preparation, Ennis brings a deeper understanding of high-level competition, which could allow him to take control of the fight and make things difficult for the younger challenger very quickly.
Boots does have some hope, but so does Xander, man. I mean, look, I think it's gonna boil down to who wants it most. To be honest with you, who wants it most? It's gonna be a dogfight, man. Xander don't mind. He don't mind going toe to toe if he needs to. I know he's gonna probably try to box, but Boots is coming to get his ass, bro. He's coming to prove a point, and we should get a hell of a fight from that, bro.
Do you think experience might be the ultimate factor here? Because I know you said Boots just got to the division, but he's got more fights under his belt, and also Xander is younger.
Yeah, I think experience could be a factor here, but I mean, Boots ain't used to going 12 rounds. Boots ain't used to going 12 rounds either. I mean, usually he's knocking these dudes out before he goes 12 rounds, and then when you look at the competition that he's faced, it's been, you know what I mean? Ain't nothing been popping out like, crazy. Xander, you can say the same thing about Xander too. I think it's the perfect matchup right now for both.
LaShawn McCoy brought a different perspective to the discussion, making the matchup even more intriguing. He viewed Boots Ennis and Xander Zayas as fighters facing very different expectations. Ennis enters the fight as the favorite, with many expecting him to take control and prove why he is considered one of the sport's top talents. Zayas, on the other hand, steps in as the younger challenger looking to silence the doubters and show he belongs at the highest level. McCoy also pointed out the pressure that comes with those roles. If Ennis wins, many will see it as the expected outcome. However, if Zayas can push him, stay competitive, or exceed expectations, the narrative around the fight could change quickly. In the end, McCoy's view suggests that this matchup is about more than talent alone. It is about composure, confidence, and who can rise to the occasion when the pressure is at its highest.
My hard-earned money in this bet. I can't do it. But it's gonna be a good fight. I don't know who wins this. I think if I had to pick, I would give Boots the edge. All right. Guy that's a little twitchier, a little more athletic, hits hard, switch hitter. And then Xander's really, really good, right? Talking about a guy that has improved from a young guy to where he is now. Right? He's not scared, can box with the best, he can move, he can punch, got good defense.
Kellerman and Gabe approached this matchup from a different perspective. They believe the fight is about more than records, rankings, or how good each fighter looks on paper. Their focus is on what happens when a talented young boxer is tested against a level of competition he may not have experienced before. While they gave Xander Zayas credit for his discipline, composure, and technical ability, they also stressed that this is a major challenge. They are not overlooking Zayas, but they see Boots Ennis as a far greater test than a normal step-up in competition. In their view, Ennis could be the type of opponent who reveals the difference between a fighter with great potential and one who has already reached the elite level of the sport.
Was so precocious. He was such a young fighter when we first saw him. And you don't have your man bones yet as a boxer. Now he's into his 20s. Maybe a different fighter. What do you think of the matchup?
No, absolutely. I think in his last performance in Puerto Rico, he showed that boxing ability. Nice jab, nice movement, good stamina, endurance. And he's a big dude, man. I went for a jog with him in Puerto Rico. I'm like, how big are you, dude? He walks like 190, man. He's a solid big guy. So he's bringing that weight and that size as well.
Mike Coppinger added another important layer to the discussion by emphasizing how much is at stake for Xander Zayas. In his view, this fight gives Zayas the opportunity to completely change the way people see him. A strong performance against Boots Ennis would do more than earn respect. It could transform his reputation overnight. If Zayas can deal with Ennis' speed, power, and relentless pressure, the conversation around him will shift quickly. Instead of being viewed as a promising young prospect, he could start being recognized as a legitimate contender and a serious threat in the division.
Is that I want to give a lot of credit to Xander Zayas. Xander Zayas, young guy, and he wanted this fight. He called for the fight, and he made it happen quick after the Virgil Ortiz Boots fight fell apart. So fair play to Xander. He has a lot of confidence in himself, even though he's going to be the underdog. And you're right, Boots hasn't proven anything yet. Not his fault, but he hasn't fought anyone. He looks special. Now we're going to find out.
Bozy Ennis views this fight through the perspective of both a father and a trainer who understands exactly what Jaron brings into the ring. While he respects Xander Zayas and does not take him lightly, he shows no signs of concern about the matchup. Bozy believes Boots has already been prepared for challenges of this magnitude and possesses the complete package needed to succeed at the highest level. In his eyes, Jaron's combination of speed, power, movement, and ability to adapt during a fight separates him from most opponents. That confidence comes across as genuine because it is based on what he has seen throughout Boots' development. Bozy's message is clear: talent and determination alone may not be enough against a fighter like Ennis. Once Boots starts figuring out his opponent's timing, making adjustments, and creating openings from unexpected angles, he has the ability to take control of the fight and change the momentum in a matter of moments.
Xander, I always liked the Xander anyway. You know what I mean? But now I hear him talking a lot of smack. Now he want to back that. He have to back that up now. You know what I mean? We mellow. We should lay back. Keep on talking. You know what I mean? Keep on building the fight. You know what I mean? But it should be a good fight, as long as it lasts.
Yo, that's one of your favorite lines.
Yeah.
Roy Jones Jr. does not view Boots Ennis versus Xander Zayas as a routine showcase fight. He understands that matchups like this can become dangerous when the favorite is expected to win without much trouble. While Ennis enters with advantages in speed, power, experience, and expectations, Zayas brings the determination of a young fighter who knows a single standout performance can completely change his career. That is what makes Roy's perspective so important. He is not questioning Ennis' talent or ability. Instead, he is emphasizing the need for focus and discipline. In his view, Boots must approach this fight with complete respect from the opening bell. If he becomes too comfortable, underestimates Zayas, or assumes victory will come easily, the younger challenger has the motivation and skill to make the contest far more competitive than many people anticipate.
He's very mature for his age. Boots, on the other hand, is looking for that coming out party type fight. So he got to fight somebody at this point. And because he couldn't get A, he went to B. And I like that about Boots, because Boots saying, I want all the smoke. If this one won't take me, I'll go find the next one. And so, since he couldn't make the fight with Ortiz, he made the fight with Xander. This is what you want to see. This is a barn burner.
Many people see this matchup as a potential action-packed fight, and Kenny Ellis added another interesting perspective when discussing Boots Ennis and Xander Zayas. Speaking from a trainer's point of view, Kenny focused on the challenge that comes with facing a fighter at Ennis level. He acknowledged Zayas' talent, discipline, and confidence, but emphasized that Boots presents a completely different type of obstacle. Ennis combines speed, strength, timing, and versatility, making him a difficult fighter to prepare for. His ability to switch stances, change the pace of a fight, and attack from different angles can create problems even for skilled opponents. Kenny's message was clear: success in training camp does not guarantee success under the bright lights. Once the fight begins, Zayas will have to show that he can handle the pressure, make adjustments, and compete against a fighter many believe is already operating at an elite level.
And I'm glad you got two young gunners, that's making hats off to both of them for making it happen. So there's so much stuff going on today, but respect to both of them,
Yeah.
Respect to both of them.
Tell me, obviously, do you feel like that fight goes the distance? Who do you favor?
I don't think it's gonna go the distance. I favor.
Haven's perspective adds another important dimension to this matchup. He recognizes that Xander Zayas has the talent, ambition, and determination to compete on a big stage, but he also understands the unique challenge that Boots Ennis presents. Ennis is not a fighter who gives opponents time to settle in and gradually figure things out. His combination of speed, power, movement, and constant adjustments forces opponents to think and react under pressure. What makes Boots especially dangerous is his ability to attack in different ways, making it difficult to predict what is coming next. Haven's point is that confidence alone will not be enough. Zayas may believe this is the opportunity that changes his career, but once Ennis begins increasing the pace and applying pressure, he will have to show that he is capable of competing not only in the moment, but also at the elite level that many believe Boots already occupies.
My hat's off to Xander, man. With him being young, we came up in together.
Yeah, y'all signed the top rank around the same time.
Yeah. So he signed, I think, 16, maybe, or 17.
Yeah, 16.
Yeah, and I signed like right when I turned 18. So
yeah, but y'all the same age, right?
Yeah. I think he a year younger than me.
How old are you now?
I'm 24.
Oh, 23.
Yeah. So so my hat's off to him because I feel like Boots the best person at 154. So with him fighting for the world title, then defending to get another one. I mean, with his first defense, he fought, he unified for his first defense, and then he fought, I feel like everybody say the best person at 154. Then he fight Boots, so my hat's off to him. I feel like it's a good fight. I definitely get an edge to Boots. But hey, I feel like I just want everybody to see it. But I think I know how.
Coach Reg views this fight as a true test of whether Xander Zayas is ready for boxing's highest level. While he respects Zayas' talent, confidence, and potential, he believes Boots Ennis presents a challenge unlike any he has faced before. Ennis combines speed, power, precise counterpunching, and the ability to switch stances, making him one of the most difficult fighters to prepare for. What concerns Coach Reg is that Boots can create openings and capitalize on mistakes in an instant. Training camp can help a fighter prepare, but dealing with Ennis in real time is a completely different experience. His timing, movement, and pressure force opponents to make quick decisions under constant stress. Coach Reg's message is clear. Zayas may be ready for a big opportunity, but if he makes mistakes early or struggles to adjust to Ennis' style, the fight could become extremely difficult very quickly.
Xander's a good fighter. I like Xander. I just think that Xander don't know enough. Yeah. To take a fight like this. I mean, granted, you get in this game, you're in this game to be the best. But I don't think he's ready for a fight like this. I mean, Xander's good, he can fight. But he's still a kid, still a baby. Still in learning stages right now.
Unified champion, right?
He is.
Big kid. Seemed like he's getting better each and every fight.
And I agree, but Boots ain't careers, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, are they going to pay up enough? You know what I'm saying? Are they pay him enough? Because I'm sure after they fight, he's not going to fight for a while.
Make sure to check out our other videos on the screen.